need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
In a country that is considered the melting pot of the world, it should be no surprise that over 5.5 million students in public schools are English language learners, also known as ELL or LEP students. 80% of those students primarily speak Spanish, while the others speak over 400 different languages. ELL students face not only the challenge of subject area content, but also the challenge of learning another language. It is extremely important for teachers to identify language barriers in the classroom. Once a student has been identified as an ELL or LEP student, sometimes using the 5-number level system, the first level being non-English speaking but may comprehend simple words or sentences, and then the last level being fully fluent in English. The teacher should then proceed in the direction of a successful education with the ELL student. ELL students are sometimes placed in what is called a pull-out approach, where the student will spend a portion of the day in bilingual classes and then the rest of the day in regular classes. It has been said that ELL students can take up to a year to communicate well in English and sometimes up to 7 years to catch up academically in English. When a teacher has an ELL student, there are several things that should be done to guarantee that the ELL student receives the best and fair education. The most important thing being that the teacher should respect the student along with its background, culture, customs, family life, and expectations. The teacher should also try and involve the family of the student as much as possible to make sure the student is comfortable. Teachers should give ELL students more time to finish work, as well as more time to have directions translated if needed by a school aide. Teachers should avoid sarcasm that could be misunderstood by the student. They should also give directions in various ways and use lots of visual aids. Teachers who have ELL students should also incorporate the students' customs and cultures within a lesson so that the other classmates have a better understanding of the ELL student. As with any student, it is important to have high expectations of ELL students as well. In fact, it has been reported that in reading and math, ELL students' scores have been the highest. ELL students are the same as English students. They are both there to learn and be taught. I myself have had classes with ELL students growing up in Florida, and if there is one thing that I learned during that time, it is that no matter what language a child speaks, they are as eager to learn as any other. My classmates always enjoyed having ELL students because we were as curious to learn their language as they were to learn ours. I even had a friend in 5th grade who was an ELL student. He had only lived in the States for 2 years and was from Guam. His name was Juan, and he was the smartest student in math that we had and was even president of the math team. Juan would always share his customs with us, and that was so much more interesting than reading about it in the text. I look forward to having students like Juan in my class because they bring an entirely different world with them and will teach me while I teach them.
Help, I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help. When I was young, so much younger.